And welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Vesperia. Last time we got really lost in the Heracle-an, and this time we're gonna get unlost because I actually googled it. I didn't think this was an exit. I thought it was a dead end. That was my bad. I actually don't remember going that way. We're outside the ship again. Yay! Also, there's one chest near where Atticus and LeBlanc are. I'll show that at the end, I guess. I'm still playing Raven, I kind of forgot, to be honest. And while we're in a fight and playing as Raven, I guess one thing I should point out is that I record videos in batches. Usually 3. And for some reason the commentary gets more out of sync every time I record something in a session, so I think 66 was more out of sync, but the thing is the commentary for some reason lags behind the video, so I usually just leave it alone, because, I mean, if it's less than a second, it'll just kind of seem like I'm reacting late to something, which can happen, and I often react late to things anyway. But yeah, this is a fresh recording. For some reason Elgato game captures are a little bit weird with lag. Maybe it's because my computer isn't like the highest end model. But even with settings somewhat, well, actually pretty low for HD quality, you know, it's not even 1080p, it's strangely buggy. I can't get Switch games to work at all with my setup. Stuff always desyncs massively, where the comment or the gameplay clip ends like a full 10 seconds before the audio track, and I'm not entirely sure why. Oh yeah, I'm a healer. I've got another thing I wanted to actually bring up was actually something relating to part 65, was it? Immediately after the last recording, 66. It occurred to me something occurred to me. Hi Discord. With the whole Raven claiming that he wasn't Raven when he was Swan, and sort of almost seeming like a different person, it occurred to me what was going on, at least I think. I thought it was like some weird evil personality dual side kind of thing, but it occurred to me afterwards that, like legit minutes, seconds within the end of the recording, that probably the deal with Raven is that he wasn't like a different person in the first place. He was just being like, oh, I'm not Raven, blah blah blah, to make it easier for them to kill him, because he wanted to die, clearly, and thus
we're done.
By basically being completely emotionally cut off from the party and pretending like he doesn't know who they are, it would be easier for them to go through with it. Now again, the game doesn't explain anything, it feels like, so this is just more speculation, but I feel like this is a better explanation than schizophrenia. I just wanted to throw that out there. Honestly, Raven is kind of a weird oversight. I hate when games, movies, television shows, blah 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 blah, media in general, do the trite I escaped somehow. I really don't like that, because it's lazy. It's like, they didn't even try, as far as I know, to come up with a weird way for Raven to even escape, because let's be honest, the floor was, where the ceiling was collapsing on him, he was holding up. How the heck did he get out of that? No idea. So yeah, to me that's actually a big oversight and kind of dampens his reunion. The fact that they don't actually explain how he lived. Plus there's the fact that, you didn't say dead long, I think I said that. Again, this is a fresh recording session, so I have all these thoughts that I've been thinking between sessions. Again, I legit thought that he would, you know, come back. I didn't think he would die. 1, I thought they'd explain it. 2, I thought it'd be at least, 4 hours. Not, 4 minutes. So yeah, it's kind of one of those things where it felt lazy. The whole writing for Raven's air quote death just felt incredibly lazy, and I'm not really sure why, because the rest of the game didn't really seem that rushed by comparison, but for some reason this part feels really rushed. And part of me is wondering if this actually is related to some of the development stuff I've read about Vesperia. I've heard something about that they were trying to basically localize the game around the same time as they were making it, which ended up basically increasing their workload a lot. So it occurred to me, I wonder if some things are kind of rushed because they were just having development problems, and thus they just kind of padded out the story kind of anticlimactically. Just kind of rush things to a conclusion in order to just get a game done on time. But in any case, it is lazy, definitely.
That was awesome!
Oh, I'm alive. Don't ask. Okay. Where are we? This is a big ship. It looks exactly the same, too. This area looks very similar to where we came from. So I hope I'm not going in a giant circle, because that would be very, very unfortunate. Treats, I think, heal all HP for the party, or some HP for all the party. That's what I meant. That's cool. Trying to think of any other thoughts on the project. I guess one thing that is interesting to me is, you know, Estelle's, by comparison, stayed kidnapped a lot longer. They're not just rushing it, as far as I can tell. So that's good, I suppose. But it kind of feels like Estelle gets special treatment sometimes in the game. Like, she's a child of the full moon, she could, like, break the universe and everything. But I don't know, there's just something about the character of Estelle that's just somewhat unremarkable, I guess? Other than just kind of being a bookworm. Which isn't a bad thing, mind you, it's just, I don't know. There's something about her. It's like her entire personality is built around being a bookworm and kind of innocent and sheltered. To the max. Like, really sheltered. Which isn't, again, a bad character trait. But it's just, I feel like there's not a whole lot else to Estelle at this point, even with her conflict of trying to find who she is. Like, even with the whole, oh, she's a child of the full moon and can destroy the world, insipid poison, and so on, so that doesn't really make her any more interesting to me. If that might sound really terrible. But like, I don't know, her interactions just aren't as strong. Like, I feel like the rest of the party, even Carol to some extent, who probably is my least favorite at this point, I feel like Estelle's interactions are kind of iffy with other characters than Yuri. You know, like, Raven bounces off of Carol, Judith, Rita, Yuri. He bounces off pretty much everyone well. Same with Judith to some extent, because she interacts a lot with Raven, Rita, and Yuri as well. Not so much Carol. A little bit, but not as much. As far as I can remember. You know, Yuri obviously is the focal point, so that goes without saying. But yeah, just out of all of the like side party members, it just kind of feels like Estelle doesn't interact with very many people other than Yuri and Rita. And
I'm just getting started.
It's also superfluous for anyone other than those two. Well, she isn't part of the guild. I wonder what will make Rita be part of Brave Vesperia, because I have a feeling that's going to happen. Hey, we are on this upper level. And that stun did not help at all.
Good practice. Let me at 'em.
Yeah, I feel like more than any Tales game, this party feels like an actual like homogenous group though, which is something I will appreciate, even though, again, I do feel like out of everyone, Estelle has the weakest interactions with the party as a whole. Well, I mean Rapide, but he's the dog, so, I mean, I'm not too harsh on Rapide not having the best characterization, because he's the pupper. He can get away with not having a ton of depth to him. But yeah, like, everyone seems to have a fair amount of depth, though, which is impressive when you're balancing some characters. Also, here's another thing. Part of the reason why I didn't think he would die, because, well, I don't want to spoil it, because it just came out in, like, April, was it? But, I don't know.
Bye-bye.
The whole concept of basically having a trainer in your party, blah blah blah. It was reminding me of Persona 5, and I didn't think that this game would pull a Persona 5. Basically, without spoiling, because I think they actually mentioned it in the opening, like in the opening hour. They mentioned something about like the main character was given away by a friend or something. So I guess it's not really that much of a spoiler that there is a traitor. But yeah, there's just like a traitor in Persona 5, and it's like weird because you basically have a party member who, a very short amount of time, not going to say how much in detail, and that's all you have this character for, and then they betray you, and then you're down to the number you had previously.
What's the secret of your strength?
I don't know. Maybe I just have fun fighting.
Cool! I'll do that too!
Perfect.
Wait, special? I wasn't paying attention. Oh. Well, I swear I'm paying attention. You know what would suck though is if Judas Overlimit Mystic Art is actually tied to a weapon that we actually can't get. That would suck. I'm hoping that's not the case. Really. I read something about it being in a dungeon, so I'm hoping that's true. Don't know details. Okay. Now it has to be an arcane art, right? Hold A after an arcane art or above. Okie dokie. So go in here. All of these are arcanes, so that's cool. So just do that. Okay, we're good. And it's at level 3. Perfect. Let's try this sucker out.
I'm gonna do it!
Now we're gonna have some fun.
Okay, so hold A.
Here goes my life. No way!
You know what? I was looking forward to that. Oh wow, that actually does stagger him. I was looking forward to that. Like, oh look, we'll get to see a new Mystic Art, except we totally already seen it. It just occurred to me afterwards, like, oh wait, we've already seen this. But yeah, this is interesting that the stun is still a thing in this fighting style.
This? Nah, this isn't scary.
Your legs are shaking.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, where the heck are we?
Spark! Did you see my amazing performance out there?
Yeah, you were great. But are you okay?
Huh?
I mean, doesn't it strain your heart when you do an art like that?
I'll be fine.
You sure? Well, go easy on yourself.
I wonder if my heart really can take it.
But yeah, kind of my theory is that when they basically were like, oh, you have to live, that's why he snapped out of his Schwann persona, just because he was like, okay, this isn't fooling anybody. But again, I don't really have concrete proof either way. It's all just conjecture on my part. Okay, this moves very stiffly, which is odd. Oh, wait. I thought the cutscene was starting to play, because it's like, I didn't see my character. Oh. Okay, so that broke, so I can push this down. Oh. Hope that wasn't important. Whatever it was. I must have missed some things, because we are a few behind, I think.
This'll make good
Because it looked like the
practice.
third force field disappeared, so yeah. Well, then again, it looks like we're next to our force field thing, so never mind. But yeah, Blast Art, we gotta be careful that we use it on single opponents, I would say. Interesting timing. But yeah, we should use it on single opponents, because if we use it on multiple opponents, we could actually be hit while using the Mystic Art. So let's not use it too much. While the other characters have no consequence, so spam away, as long as you have Over Limit 3. Actually, when I was in the crafting menu, I should have actually looked to see if we could get the limit level 4, which by process of elimination would be the limit.
That was
What?
easy.
So we got the limit duo, the limit trio, limit... What comes next? Hope that was important. Okay, so the first two are down. Now what is my question. There's also the fact that this is the way forward. I don't know why I'm making special note of that. Wait a second. Yeah, that's why I thought it was a different path. That's why I made note of that. So this led... Oh, okay, so we did actually come through a different path. That explains everything. Okay, so 2 force fields are down. Is this a ladder? It is a ladder. Nice. Also, that one ladder down there always looked retractable to me, so I'm sure that's going to end up being a shortcut. No proof of that, just throwing out ideas. Pull on Assassin's Creed and set up a new ladder to help you traverse more easily if you need to backtrack to Heracle or Bokos. And my hunch was correct. Not that that was too much of a stretch of a guess. Yeah, that one little room off to the side was the only thing stopping us, apparently.
Watch my back.
So, what else was I gonna say? Also, when I'm recording this, Tales of Rays came out. Tales of the Rays. I haven't played very much of it, but it's basically a main entry Tales game on a handheld, or on a phone. But honestly, I think there's not like a lot of field gameplay as far as I've seen. It's just, I've seen a lot of cutscenes and a couple battles so far, that's about it. All I know about Tales of Rays is it involves crossovers, and it's a mobile game, so I'm guessing it's one of those gacha style things where you have to pay money. Or just pray to RNGesus, that's the other option. I'm not sure which of those I prefer.
I need to get stronger.
Because, I'm recording this in July, so the Fire Emblem Heroes event just, it's actually still going on, I think. But, truth be told, okay, that was a miss. Truth be told, trying to get Robin for this month's event took like 23 days of trying. So yeah, my luck is absolute garbage when it comes to gacha games. When it comes to... Oh yeah, but then there's the fact that while I was trying to get Robin, I ended up getting, I think, a 4-star Yuri, a 4-star Presea, and a 5-star Magilu in Tales of Link, which is the sort of Tales gacha game. So it's like, I don't know how my luck works. Sometimes, like, I get really lucky sometimes, and then really unlucky when I'm actually trying to be lucky. When I'm accidentally, yeah, I'm accidentally lucky. That's the best way to put it. Which, I mean, luck is kind of not something you can plan, hence luck. But yeah, I just find my luck really fascinating, how I always have my best luck when I'm just not even trying to do something cool. When I'm just sort of winging it, and I end up doing something really cool or in a game, or get a really good item. Sell it to my past self playing Xenoblade Chronicles. That was a fun time. Okay, full disclosure, I like Xenoblade. It's a really fantastic game. Not gonna deny that. But man, some of the side quests though, they depend on RNG and it is not fun. And for context, because I've been throwing out the term without really explaining it, RNG stands for Random Number Generator.
Really enjoy these little times together.
Which is usually what is used to determine drop rates and such. Usually a guide, if you look at a guide, will list drop rates. Like, oh, 40% drop rate for an item. Well, basically that's indicating the random number generator, just sort of having to, like, 40% of the time it's gonna roll a positive whatever and tell the game to give you a random drop, if that makes any sense. I'm not sure if it's binary, if it's like, oh, if it's this then yes, or if it's that then no, because that's how I was taught computers, but I was also programming on a very basic level, to say the least. Well, I'm sure that's kind of how it works, you know, it's just basically this thing that 40% of the time it'll give you the thing and you just have to kind of pray to RNGs as they say, and hope for the best. Honestly, I think Xenoblade is my worst example.
Are
Bravery!
youth.
Modesty.
I think any of you have those.
Oh, Yuri.
Feel this power inside me.
Modesty and bravery and youth. I actually didn't catch who said youth. That was probably Raven. I was sort of half paying attention because I was trying to hold my thought mainly. Well, this one's easy to destroy. Oh. Okay. Not so easy to destroy, isn't it? By the way, I remember hearing jokes about box pushing in Tales games being a thing. Like a recurring joke, basically. The control for the blaster rate is low. Can I shoot it? My first instinct is just to fire it at it with the Sorcerer's Ring every time. This camera angle, though. That's what's... Oh. I have a plan. Not sure if it's a good plan, but it's a plan. I wonder if we can actually destroy this Blastia using these crates. Now, this perspective is really weird, so I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but can I shoot this from this level? I can. I totally missed. Insert Wario code here. I've been trying to play Mario Party 1 with like an emulator because I don't have an N64, and it's not a fun experience, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. Emulators for N64 are notoriously spotty with their performance, to say the least. So yeah, it's not the best time, really. Aha, got it. That's the blue. Hello, Mr. Bishop. Operating controls that we obviously need to do something with. Okay, down. Down? Where are we going? I have no clue. I think it's down here. Maybe. Not positive. Okay, we are on the right... This is not the right way. This place is a maze, pretty much.
Man, could you be any weaker?
Let me at him!
I mean, these enemies aren't weak by any means. They're mid, I would say. We're not that over-leveled, I don't think. We're a tad over-leveled, probably, because we keep getting into fights. But hey, that's better than under-leveled, I suppose. Though actually, it's pretty easy to beat games under-leveled. You just need to be a lot more strategic and such. Like, there's apparently an achievement for defeating Barbossa, like, under level 15? And there's also a separate title for beating Barbossa without using an item as Yuri up to that point. But there's an exploit, apparently. From what I read...
That was easy!
Because, well, this concerns completion, so I guess I should bring it up. From what I read, there's this weird little exploit where after you beat the game, you get a skit viewer, which is standard for the series. So basically, you get the title from the skit, from what I understand. Where the heck am I? I'm so turned around. It is not even funny. Like seriously, where am I? Oh, maybe down here? Yeah, probably down here. Wait, actually, what is down here? This is just a seemingly useless platform, as far as I can tell. I'm trying to get back to the room with the force field thingies, but I don't actually know how to get back there. Oh. Oh. Wow. I totally forgot that was there. Okie dokie, back we go. Obviously the mage operating the whatchamacallit, we gotta stop, so that's our current task. Okie dokie, heading down. But yeah, I still think this game is, at least from what I play, one of the better Tales games, but yeah, I will totally admit that that's a super jarring plot point, and it kind of just stands out really badly that there's literally, there doesn't seem to be much explanation to a major plot twist. I guess people always argue, you know, you can over-explain something, which, yeah, you can, but also, you have to strike a fine balance. I've heard people always joke about Doctor Who with this, about like, you need a certain amount of nuance and subtlety, but if you're too subtle and you're just to the point of just being cryptic or lazy, then that's also not good. You need to be sort of, you have to leave it to the viewer, the player, whatever. But you also can't just completely not explain anything. Okay, he's down. That was a miss. There we go. That was a miss. That was an unintentional pun. I didn't mean that to be a pun. Just kinda happened. A miss is a word, but I meant a miss as in the object of... That doesn't make any sense. Forget it. Yeah, this is quite a workout, actually. If you had to do this in real life, I would not really be a fan of this, really. I need to finish Tales of Link, by the way. I haven't actually finished it yet. I've gotten partway through, I think. Through the story, though I'm not even sure how long the campaign is, considering battles go pretty fast. Also, Tales of Link and Tales of Arise are both free. I guess I should probably make note of that, too. That's kind of important to note. Okay, so what does this do? Move the Blasiolift to the... Oh. Okay. Okay, I'm a little bit confused about what they want me to do with this puzzle. To be completely honest. Obviously I need to push it off the platform and hit the, whatchamacallit? Hit the little shield generator. I just don't know how to do that. So, because, well, obviously, I'm just being silly at this point. I know what to do. We gotta go up to the upper level and push it down. Obviously. See, this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes I feel stumped by, like, plot, gameplay, whatever. And then immediately I figure it out. This is how my mind works for some reason. Anyway, push this down, and this should break. Force field's down, save point is accessible, so I'm going to go make my way back there. But I don't know if you really need me to watch me literally walk back there, because I think it's just up here. Yeah, it's right here. So I'll meet you back at the save point. Actually, no, that's like 10 seconds away. What am I talking about? I'm just gonna say really quickly, and who knows what's behind this door, if this is the control room we're looking for, but in any case, thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Tales of Vesperia.